What's up, what's up, what's up? It's the world according to Renita.
And Tara.
Why do you have to have a long gap in the end?
Anyway.
This is going to be a delirious episode, I want y'all to know. I've been having sleeping problems, so I think that's part of my delirium. And, you know, COVID, I think, takes over it just takes over. So I'm causing either it's depression or delirium. So I'll take delirium. D or D, which one you want?
Oh, not the D.
There's so much reset.
Whoa.
All right, so we were trying to have a little fun. We thought we want to make y'all laugh, so hopefully this, humor, comic relief does a lot, right? Laughter is good for the soul, they say, right? So I definitely think we all could use this right now between COVID, election, whatever stress from virtual teaching for folks, virtual learning, working from home. That's a lot. So,
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Okay. So let's take it back. Let's go right down memory lane. Yes, girl, sang that song.
Hold up, y'all. So we just had this extensive conversation about getting a mixer so that our audio could be better. This is the reason we're not getting a mixer, because not only would she start playing songs, but she'd start singing them. So I am saving you all.
She is not saving y'all. Y'all know you like this.
Anyway.
All right. So, in case you've forgotten, because when we first started this, we were on Podbean. And we still can be found our old episodes, right? But you all know we met at a job, a before and after school program. And then, like some crazy nuts who barely knew each other for 2-3 months, we said, hey, you want to be my roommate?
Together.
But guess what? It worked out so wonderfully. And we're not saying that because we're sitting here, like, for real.
Yeah. I mean,
Tara,
we're still friends.
We're still friends, and we were really good roommates. Like, I think we really had the good balance of, we're friends, respect, like, we did stuff together. We respected each other's space. We respected, like, if you said you were going to clean the kitchen, you would clean the kitchen. If I said I was going to clean the bathroom, I would clean the bathroom. True. Like, that sounds whatever, but y'all know. Yeah. And now we married folks, and you know what it's like? You live in a house and you want folks to clean their spot and do their task. Y'all know that can cause a lot of problems. It seems so whatever, right?
Yeah.
So.
Well, I'm going to ask you a question, Nitra.
Okay.
So, I think I started this, right? I think I asked you, how did it happen? How did it happen?
Oh, I think that's so true and actually very surprising. I think you were the one who asked me, did I want to live with you?
Yeah.
But we're not really good with this storytelling because we don't remember the details. I don't even remember when your lease was up. Where were you living? Where was I living?
I think I was still home.
Actually, you're right. We were both saying, okay, we knew we weren't going to live at home much longer. And it was like, hey, you need a roommate? I need a roommate. We want to both live out of our current location.
And we work in before and after care.
Right.
So there's not many options. So let's pool our funds.
Do you know what that means? Okay? Because unfortunately, y'all know, especially y'all, anyone who works with kids, teacher, childcare, whatever, it's not big bucks, right?
Yeah.
So you're right. We had to put our money together. Oh my gosh, let's talk about what we were... Okay, I remember something now. Okay, so, we both had ideas of places we wanted to live. I was all about that diverse life, like, let's live city, county, I didn't care, but I wanted diverse. And I could see on Tara's face when I said, oh, there's a place, I always wanted to live in the Central West End, and it's diverse and whatever. I could tell by Tara's face before I don't think we even got into the apartment. No. She was not feeling it. Sarah, that is not your name.
Sorry.
Tara, I do know my friend's name, was all about that South life. South Side, South County. If it wasn't South, I was like,
Wait.
You know there's another area in St. Louis besides South.
Yes, I had this exact same conversation with the husband. Anyway, but let's be clear. I don't know. I think you're all from St. Louis so far.
Because we got 2 listeners.
Right? But the Central West End border, it's really nice. It's beautiful. It is diverse. But it borders the hood.
Okay.
Right?
That's fair, yes.
So when I think about a safe place for 2 beautiful ladies to live,
That's true.
it's not there. I'm not trying to die. Okay?
Okay. That was fair. And honestly, when we got in the apartment, I don't think I loved it, so I was okay to walk away. And you know what? Ours was probably a fair compromise. It was south. I was not loving that. But the apartment itself was
Wait,
just...
didn't we look at one in U City? There was one.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I love U City.
Yeah.
But I feel like their apartments, unless you have them dollars, yes, I said them dollars, to me, that's the challenge. It's either one extreme or the other, I felt like. Did you remember that?
Yeah, I feel like it was like old, but not like charming old.
Right, just
Like-
old. Old and depressing?
Yeah. Because I think that would have been a good compromise.
Right, and y'all got to remember, our rent, we could only afford like $700 to $800. I ain't playing with y'all. And this was even before, this was what, early 2000s?
Yeah.
Okay, that's how much, let me not call out that school district, was paying us to take care of the children in the future.
Not them dollars and the children. Okay.
Oh
No,
my
never mind.
gosh.
Anyway, so we settled on a place south. It was old still.
Right, but not old and sad.
It wasn't old and charming either. It was like 70s old.
Right.
You know,
We could work with it.
Right.
We could work with it, okay? It was fair because it wasn't too far for you to see your family, and it wasn't far for me to see my family, which honestly, I will never forget on Sundays how we would come home dragging our laundry. We never used that laundry room in that apartment complex. We were like, no. I will gladly drag, even though I did not gladly drag that crap down that stairs to my parents' house to wash for free, right? I just brought my own detergent. That's right. Do you remember that? So many Sundays, it's just me and you dragging the damn laundry basket. Hey girl, and drag.
Yes. Well, that equated to a really good dinner, at least, right? When you, okay.
Really good.
You got a good dinner on
Right.
Sunday. You got to see the people.
Right.
And who has money for the laundry room?
Right. And I wasn't doing. And I will be honest. I have a very hard time. This is something I am so grateful for with my house, is walking down the stairs to use my washer and dryer. Being in the laundromat, I have done that for a chunk of my adult living time. I didn't have to do it as a kid, and that is one I just cannot. It was just too much time. It was too much dragging, and then when the weather sucked, oh my gosh, in the winter and it's snowy and icy and you're dragging all your shit in and out of that lot. No, I am so grateful. I don't know how many times I've said, thank God that I do. I am grateful. So I want to play. I am not knocking folks using it. I'm saying for me, it was just something that I would not like to experience again.
You know what it was for me? And I've had this thing since I was in college, because when I was in college, every weekend I took my stuff home. I have an issue with finding stray hairs in my underwear that don't belong to me.
You found stray hairs in them underwear?
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's in there with everybody's stuff.
Okay, I'm a germaphobe.
That's what I'm saying. So it started out dirty.
Hey.
In this thing.
Right.
And how clean did it really get?
Yeah, and how often were those things even
Right.
clean? That's a fair thing. That's,
Yeah, man.
Lord. See, that's something, this is the month about, right? We should be remembering to be grateful and thankful all the time,
Yeah.
right? But let's be honest, this typically is the time where we focus on that. So that is something we are both, right? Clearly
am.
grateful for.
I am for real.
I will never forget.
Oh, Dear Lord.
Okay, so St. Louis summers can be very hot, sticky, and miserable, right?
Yeah.
I will not forget. This is not. It's funny now, but at the time,
Hey,
it
y'all,
was
I'm
not.
real scared. I don't know what's about to happen.
So we had our air on. It
Okay.
appeared, and we kept our. Okay, so we had a little sliding glass door to our porch, right? Our balcony, I mean, right? Because we
Yeah.
were up. Well, we would keep. You know, when it was hot, we would keep everything closed up to try to keep the sun out, to keep our apartment as cool as possible, right? I remember that. Well, one time, I don't know what was going on with that air, but one summer, it was like we both kept checking it, and it was like, what the? It was like, it was still hot in there. And it's not like we wanted it to be to 65 or anything. I feel like we had a reasonable thing. Tara was dying, y'all. At night, she laid in the bathroom because the floor was. You don't remember this?
No, but I do like the floor. It's cool.
Yeah, because it's nice and cold. And you told me the next day I fell asleep in the bathroom on the floor because it was cool in there. And I was like, you did what? I didn't know, y'all. I didn't get up, I guess, in the middle of the night to use the restroom. I did not
Step
know.
on my head.
And I will never forget, I think both of us called the maintenance people.
Yeah.
They came and checked it, and they were looking at us like, it's fine. And we were like, I don't remember what we said. And I know, because both of us are very, assertive. So it was like, what was happening? But that was not coming out like it should be. I don't know if it was. It had to be that it wasn't cold enough. I can't believe you don't.
Yeah.
Well, I can believe you don't remember. She has
They didn't put
slight
some-
memory issues.
Some of the blue stuff in there, you know?
Oh, Freon?
Yeah.
Right. I don't know what they did. That was the only time that I felt like we asked for something and it really didn't. Otherwise, they were really good about,
Yeah.
you know, but. Yeah, hi. And I know my girl was in there sweating. This girl had how many fans in her room? So I know at night.
Wait, okay. So you remember we had a party. We invited work
Oh,
people
I knew you were
over.
going here.
Yeah, because
Yes.
it's like real. Like there's a certain way you keep your house, right?
Yes.
And a certain expectation about the way things are handled. And I don't know if
Wait, what was that? Let's tell our listeners. What was the expectation? Be clear. What are you saying, Tara Denise?
well, so somebody was making drinks.
Me?
Did you start it?
I know I was making drinks. Let's be
I know,
real.
but I think someone else went into the kitchen
Oh, yes.
to make her own drinks. Clearly, the
Why
young
did we
lady-
invite her
I
to
don't
the
know.
party?
Clearly, she didn't know what she was doing. I don't know what I'm doing, so I
No,
stayed away.
that wasn't it. Let's tell the truth.
I don't know. Was she toasty?
Yeah, I think she had had too many.
Oh.
That's what I thought.
Okay,
Or it was a dingy move because it wasn't hard to. It was a blender.
I know.
And I think she didn't put the top on properly. And it was like a red drink,
Yes,
wasn't it?
it was. I don't mess with red juice to this day on my carpet.
Where did it. So finish. I'm sorry. Finish the story.
You
'cause
know,
I
my,
kinda-
my mind is a little short. But all I remember is she was mixing this up.
Mhm.
It went all over everywhere.
Yes,
and
it
I
did.
had to walk away.
Yes, you did walk away at your own party. And our space was like
Tiny.
tiny. So she walking away meant she turned around and took 3 steps, okay, y'all? But I already knew, and this woman was like, I'm so sorry, I'm sorry. I still don't understand how we did invite her to the party, because neither one of us.
She probably heard us invite
Yeah,
somebody
probably.
else.
That's all I remember about that party, was that, unfortunately.
That's all I can remember. I was furious.
Yeah, Tara was pretty mad. I don't remember what I did, because I knew my friend was mad.
And I don't think we wanted her there in the first place.
But how did that's not even like us. We don't let people into our homes that we don't care for. So how did that end up? Maybe we gave it a small pass, like, okay, you can come through this, and then she'll boogie on out. I don't know.
Okay, all right.
Oh, and it was also, like, quote-unquote apartment warming party, because I felt like somebody brought us stuff. Maybe she brought us something? I don't know.
So is that how we
No, not, because that's not like,
Dang,
I know this
son.
sounds terrible. That's not even us either. So I
Yeah,
don't
for
know
real.
how this was somewhat...
Look, I just
Story,
told
yeah.
y'all this story because I didn't appreciate that there was red juice all over my. I mean, they were bespeckled countertops anyway, but all over.
And we had white. I remember we had those white towels. So these white towels in the kitchen were stained with the red juice, and I thought, "Ooh, baby, it's time for you to go." I think that some guy at the party was making jokes that it was time for her to go.
And well into our relationship because he worked with us too.
Yeah.
Anyway. What else? I remember just having a good time with you. You know what? I think we talked about this before. So going back. It's early on. We've known each other for 5 minutes.
5 minutes, y'all. 5 whole minutes.
And then we're like, let's live together. I remember my mom was like, what in the holy freak are you thinking? Like, you don't even know this person.
Nana.
Well,
no, you didn't, Nana.
She loves you now.
I know, Nana. I love you.
But what did your people say?
You know, that's a good question because I feel like I distinctly remember that about your mother saying that, but I don't remember my family saying much.
Was it because you were already cuckoo? Like you did strange things? I'm joking. No.
She kids.
Yeah.
No, I wonder if they were just like, okay, this is going to sound maybe arrogant to some, but I feel like I'm pretty good at like, people's energy and vibes and judge of character. So I feel like there was no flags going off like, ooh, this Tara is not somebody to live with. So I don't know. Maybe it was just trusting that I haven't had any like psycho roommates. So, you know, that's a good thing because I feel like I'm sure somebody might have said something, but I really don't remember. And I usually remember all that. You know something fun we used to do with the like $10, and I am not kidding, the $10 that we had left over after we paid our bills. So you started this because okay, so shout out to Baskin Robbins because Tara really, I ate at Baskin Robbins, but Tara put me on to the 2 for, what was it at the time?
It wasn't 2 for 10. Maybe it was 2 for $7.99.
Yeah, it was cheaper.
Yeah. The
quarts that you take home, right? Quart?
Mm-hmm.
Is that the right size?
It's the right size.
So she used to tell me, hey, they're on sale. So that was like our little thing. We'd hop in the car. We always said, who's driving? You driving? I'm driving. And we'd hop in and go get our little ice cream. And we would be so happy. We'd be like, oh, let's do this. And go get our little ice cream and come on home. And then she'd go in her room and watch her soap operas. And I don't remember what I was watching during that time.
Why you have to say soap operas? I watched the other stuff.
I know, but I just distinctly remember at that time you used to record them. And you were not playing about seeing them, and I don't, you know, but that's what's crazy is how much I remember that. I don't remember what I was watching during that time, but I remember what you were watching. And how you were, like, never in the living room. The living room has always been, like, a room I liked.
Uh-huh.
But I was in the living room, but you were usually almost always in your room. You don't remember that?
No. I don't, but I think my husband will probably say the same thing.
Yeah, are you just about the bedroom? Is that your room in the house?
Well, but I think it's changed some. So now he's like, I can't ever get in the living room because
because that's interesting.
But
what do you think? Why did that change? Is this what's your favorite room in your house currently? Now we both live in houses now, just so y'all know.
Separately.
Right. Well, I am moving into the basement so I can shut down save on my budget. No, I'm just kidding.
Welcome. I like the bathroom.
Are you being for real?
Yes.
That's like your number. If you came into your house, you'd say, my favorite room in this house is my bathroom?
Well, there's a certain kind of peace in the bathroom. Like,
okay,
you're right. Lock it, you
can do a lot of things.
A lot of people won't bother. I mean,
right, okay.
For a little while at least. Like, you get 10 minutes.
You can only be in there so long.
But
okay.
I like them.
No, I just wondered if you were still because that's what I remember. Like, you're about that bedroom life, and I was, like, in the living room, like, do.
But so is the living room your favorite?
The living room now in my current home, yes. I love my living room and I love our basement. Mm. Don't get me wrong. I do love laying in the bed watching a show because when you're really tired and stretching out, and that way it's just different, but I still am a living room person.
Okay.
But you know why you also didn't sit in there? I don't know if somebody gave you this furniture, so if they're listening, Don't be offended.
Did it smell like the basement?
No, it was because you would say it was how hard the couch was. Remember?
No.
It was uncomfortable to you, right?
I remember. I think maybe it was this. Like there was this. When I was growing up, my mom would say the couch is not for laying. Like you sit on the couch. So I don't think maybe I could ever really get comfortable.
Well, you don't remember and I'm only saying this. Tara brought the living room furniture. I just had the Papa San chair. Remember?
I do. You had to fight that girl to sit in that chair.
That was my chair, baby. That thing went a lot of places with me. Chicago, St. Louis, and then we let her go. Do you don't remember that? You would say this stuff is so hard. So I just figured that
what
was
color was it?
It was that multicolored. I think it had a black back, but then the front was like multicolored.
Oh, it was like
kind of like
fleecy or something, like velvet.
Yeah, kind of.
That came from my mama's house. Okay. Thank you, Mama. We appreciate it.
Nana, I'll get her for you.
I do remember that couch, but I think it's because. Like the couch is not for laying on.
Oh, that's interesting.
But now
Nana,
I lay all
you said
on
that,
it.
Nana? You still to this day, Nana, don't lay on your couch?
And you know what else
really?
she
I love
said?
laying on a couch.
Side note, you're not supposed to eat cereal after breakfast. And I remember bringing my sister to visit me in college.
Oh.
And like she stayed overnight. And
that's cute.
You know how they have cereal down?
Yeah.
And she's like, "Can I have cereal?"
Oh.
And I was like, "Yeah." Do you know she went home the next day and told? Anyway.
Nana, why can't you have cereal after breakfast?
And
I want to know.
Dance at the table.
Nana.
So many things.
Oh my gosh, Nana. I think you need to come on, Nana. I think you need to be a guest and talk to us about some of these rules.
Oh, not come on.
Oh, yeah, no, I wouldn't tell Nana. I ain't going to get whooped by Nana. I ain't telling her come on like that. I mean, I want you to come on to our podcast.
And give us the deets.
And give us the reasoning behind some of these rules.
Wait, so what was a rule that you had in your house that you don't have at yours?
I knew you were going to call on me.
I am.
Oh, I know what it is. Woo. And I tell Rita, yes, Rita, that's my mama. To this day, I will have as many of these things open. My mom was like, I'm not even a cereal person, but it was like one thing open at a time. And I used to think, what if I don't want Cheerios for 5 straight days or Raisin Bran? I don't even want cereal now.
Yeah.
So my thing is a big variety. One day I want pretzels. The next day I want Cheez-Its. I don't want to be regulated. I guess she thought the stuff was going to get bad quick. Yeah, stale. And I'm thinking, what? In our household, my brother ate the food as soon as my mom brought it in from the grocery store. So I don't know where that came from. So I am to this day, like, people will be like, this isn't open. They'll come to my house and say, your lemonade isn't open. I said, if you want lemonade, open it and have it. Because one day I want grape juice. The next day I want lemonade.
That's funny. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So let me tell you, and I can't wait to hear one day what SJ will say.
I know.
My mom said healthy
Keep
food.
your toes off my couch. That's what Reese is going to
say. Yeah, he's going to say that. But
I ain't. Step on the furniture.
Well, we hope this made y'all laugh. The takeaway is just to have some fun, something to laugh at. And if you were bored by it, then maybe the next episode will be for you. And maybe it will not.
That was very nice. That was very nice. Thank you for joining us. Happy Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. Wait, will this come out before Thanksgiving? Just cut that part out.
No, you're right. Okay. It'll come out right before Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Peace.